Good evening. Shabbat Shalom. It's Friday night. How are y'all? I'm good. I had like several days off in a row and got a million billion things done. And I feel like $1,000,000. And I went into work tonight and it was super fun and super easy. And I made good money. And I was like, why can't it just always be this easy? It was really, really awesome. So yeah, so I am just winding down from that. I'm enjoying coming home to a perfectly clean house with like nothing on the things to do list basically, and I'm gonna eat some good leftovers and water the garden. My garden is done not even that great, but I've done better than I ever have this summer. Some of the things didn't pollinate, like my green beans. Like I've only gotten literally like 4 beans, and my sugar snap peas didn't do very well. Sugar snap peas I found are very sensitive. They can burn up like super easily, so they're a bit fussy. And then I never know if I've grown them wrong because whenever I harvest them, they're always kind of bitter, and I'm like, am I not like doing something right? Like, do I need to put something in the soil that I don't have in the soil for the sugar snap peas? I'm not sure. I don't know. I should try harder to research my gardening. But every year I'm like, fuck it, I'll just see what happens and experiment. And I mean, if it were up to me to like survive on my farming skills, I'd starve. But even though I only eat like once a day, I'd still starve. All right, well, we are here for our extended reading for the weekend, and our post is on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me, I'm Liz Taylor Magick on Instagram, and it's Liz_Taylor_Magick. Go follow me over there. Lots of fun things. I do a blog post 3 times a week of our cards on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I talk about them in more detail on these videos at night. But sometimes the written message kind of highlights a different aspect, and then when we come in here and talk, sometimes we talk about different things. So if you want, go check that out, because sometimes there's different information in there. But for the weekend, we pulled our favorite 10 of Swords. Whee! Except in the Modern Witch Tarot, she included 2 versions of the 10 of Swords, and one is just the regular 10 of Swords, but the extra one is specifically everything is fine. And so I'm feeling this. And so this whole scenario played out in my mind. Like, I'm just like looking at this girl, and I feel like she's like coming to just after being like in bed with her knives, like, and her big sword stuck in her, and she's just bleeding out everywhere. She's like checking her phone, and somebody calls and they're like, girl, we're going to the disco, like some big party or something, like something opulent. And she's like, oh, I really want to go, but like I'm like covered in swords. Oh, covered in blood. I don't know. Maybe do you think I should just pull it off if I just came like this? And they're like, yeah, fuck it. It's so Bjork. And you're just like, all right, cool. And you're just kind of dragging yourself out to the party with your like pierced through like a pincushion, like a porcupine. And you're just making it work. And you're just going along anyway. I think that that's kind of what it feels like right now. It's like we're trying to like carry on, and we're like, just bring the swords with us. Come on, we can't wait anymore. We can't just keep hanging out like this. So we've started this brand new cycle. It's like the movie of the sequel from the last story is finally beginning. We are starting our new movie. This is like we're in the opening title credits moment. It's like it's the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. We're like never really in it yet. No, so we're in our title credits moment, and we're really starting to get like our sense of like getting started in this new skin, in this new self. And like we're starting to notice that like, oh, like things are happening, but like I am showing up differently than I used to. I'm more aware than I used to be. We're starting to see that all of the recent work we've been doing over the last few months is finally starting to show signs of improvement in our life, which is great. However, our nervous system is in a brand new situation. And so it's very like, okay, a lot of changes have happened. The ego is very threatened right now. Like, holy crap, you know, our like physical nervous system is triggered in a probably partial trauma response, because it's like, nothing is familiar. I don't know what's safe. I don't know how to feel safe in this stable environment. It's never been this way before. So if you have like disembodied anxiety or a sense of, I was gonna say anxiousness is very redundant, but like eagerness, like you're kind of in a hurry, like you're like ready to get going, ready to get started, that is normal. Even if you're like, I'm nervous and I don't even know what about, like, just trust that everything is fine. This is not your intuition being like, something horrible is coming. This is your nervous system being used to cycles of crisis and things, and like being on the lookout, you know, to make sure that the rug isn't gonna get ripped out or whatever. This is the old nervous system that was used to sort of like facilitating the trauma response and pacifying, you know, the trauma responses that had accumulated over time. And so it was just playing out all these patterns that are always in this, like, these coping mechanisms and these reactive, like, you know, responses or whatever. But now we're slowing down and we're not reacting anymore reflexively. We're taking a pause and we're taking a breath and we're allowing ourselves to assess and choose with our free will as the people that we are now, becoming more self-aware and becoming aware of the fact that we can choose how we show up. We can choose how we respond. We don't have to be reactive. We don't have to be victims of circumstance. We can sort of be more in control of guiding and steering our ship. And we're starting to learn how to become the creators of our reality. So don't worry if you're feeling a little bit antsy or on edge. This will start dissipating as we start just integrating more and getting more comfortable in this new pair of shoes, so to speak. I feel like there was another point that I wanted to make. I will say that it is important to allow the space to be there. You know, we have processed and healed and transformed so much. And so we've offloaded a lot of like this heavy old emotional baggage that we've been carrying around for so long. And so you might get a very vivid sense of the space that's opened up within you. There's all this new energy movement happening, and it might, you know, cause some things to be a little explosive around you. You might be having like jolts of like energy like moving through you, and like things might be popping off all around you. Don't worry, it'll settle down. But be okay with that space being there and that void being there, because the universe will want to fill it. But you're going to want to hold that space open for it to be filled with something that's like really authentic and in alignment with you now, and not, you know, what you're used to, or something that comes along that seems okay, you know, but not quite. Or even just something to be a space filler. Like, don't just grab for the space filler. Don't fill up on snacks. Wait until the real meal comes. Wait until the thing that's like truly authentically aligned comes and fills that space. Because if you try to fill it quickly or reflexively, it'll create chaos and you won't really resonate, so it won't stick anyway. So instead of wasting your energy on, you know, trial and error, just be patient. And when things are right and aligned, it'll be like there will be a lot of harmony and ease around it. So just trust the moment, trust that everything is fine. Trust the space there, and don't be afraid of the feeling of the void within you and without you, because something is coming and a lot of potential is building right now, and you're opening and expanding into your own potential. So keep it up. Don't rest on your laurels now. Things are really starting to take shape, and it's really exciting. I think that there's going to be a lot of I think all the growth is going to show over the next few months and over the rest of the year. I think things are going to feel like they're speeding up, and we're going to start seeing like the results of all the building and like the foundations that we've laid and everything more and more, and maybe even exponentially over the next few weeks and over the next couple of months. All right, you guys, I'm tired. This is one of those times where I feel like I'm starting to go crazy, and I'm like, am I saying anything right now? Like, what am I talking about? And it's all just channeling through, and I'm like out of body. But usually when I go back and watch, I think that I'll pause for like a super long time, but it's not really long at all. So yeah, so hopefully this all made some kind of sense, all right? Everything's fine. Don't worry, the swords are gonna come out. There's stitches. They're gonna dissolve on their own. Don't worry, we'll be fine soon. It's like the worst is behind us and the best is yet to come, and good things are right around the corner. I can feel it. All right, y'all, so get excited. Start calling it in, and yeah, don't forget to be using your powerful mouths for your morning affirmations out loud. We are inviting heaven's help in by declaring out loud what we want, what we're inviting in, you know, what we're asking for, saying our prayers out loud and using that spiritual technology for our advantage. All right, y'all, I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, it'll be our secret sermon, the secret teachings of Jesus. And I think I'm going to do a part 4. This is like Rocky part 17. Part 4 of the inner and outer. I think we're going to finish on the neural stuff and the scientific point of view and aspect of it. So I have to do some research tomorrow, so be fresh on my mind. All right, y'all, I will see you then. Good night. Ciao. Good day. Whatever time you're watching. So long.